And a very pleasant good afternoon, and welcome back to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Blackman, and I'm pleased to welcome you to this Thursday afternoon performance. We'll have 9 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offer Win Play Show, Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta Wagering. If these terms are new to you, of course, we'll explain them throughout the performance here today. We have 2 pick 3s, a couple specialty wagering options. Begins with those 2 pick 3s. We have an early pick 3 that begins in game number 4, and that late pick 3, which begins in game number 7. Correctly pick the winners of those 3 games, whichever one you choose to do, to potentially cash in on a nice little bonus payout. That's all part of that pick 3. Begins before game 4 and before game number 7. We also have the high-paying, high-five jackpot, emphasis on the high-paying because it was hit in that matinee performance there pretty easily. 5 of 5 numbers all across the board. That leads to $2,000 going into someone's pocket there, regardless of who came in. So it's restocked, reset, $2,000 going to the person if you can get all 5 winners of games 3 through 7 correct, and you are the only ticket to do so. That's a catcher. You got to be the only ticket, get all 5 winners as well. But certainly high-paying jackpot. Get those wagers in before the start of game number 3, and we, of course, have that Mighty Ocho, which begins before the start of game 1. That's the pick 8, similar to that high 5, except more difficult. You got to correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8. And if you get all of those winners, and you are the only ticket to do so, you'll get $3,000. So a little more up there, but a little more difficult with that Mighty Ocho as well. And if you'd like to wager, online wagering is available at watchandwager.com. Or if you're in the state of Connecticut, My Winners. But of course, placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We do have one scratch, folks. We do have one scratch, same scratch as was that matinee. Fred is out of all of his scheduled appearances here today, dealing with some back issues, so we hope to get Fred back soon. Don't know if he's going to be here tomorrow, day to day, with the injuries, but Fred is scratching all of his scheduled appearances, so this will be a complete rundown of that scratch as it affects this afternoon performance here today. So game 1, post 1, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Cool Fitness. Game 1, post 1, scratch Fred, replace him with Cool Fitness. Game 2, post 2, you're going to scratch Fred, replace him with CRB. Game 2, post 2, scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. And finally, game 3, the first high 5 game, final scratch of this performance here. Post 2, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Game 3, post 2, scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Those are all the scratches, and that has been a complete rundown of that scratch of Fred as it affects this afternoon's performance. Only those first 3 games, none of the doubles games are impacted, and only the first leg of that high 5 if you choose to play that. And of course, we recognize many of you are still sheltering in place, safer at home, or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal here still. Wherever you may be, we hope that you are safe, happy, healthy, and we're just glad to be able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment here this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 4 p.m., that is when it is time to play Jai-Alai. And as you said here in the second performance of the day already, and taking a look at those single standings to see how they did in that matinee. 3 guys only 3 guys won the 7 singles games here today. 3 for Bueno. He played arguably the best Jai-Alai he's played here over the course of the past few months. Bueno has been holding on to 3rd place, but Barba's been inching closer, Ben's been inching closer. Finally, a really good day for Bueno. He's got 10 games now ahead of Ben, who's in 4th place. After a 3-win performance, he's got 90 for the season. So approaching number 100, would be the 3rd player on this roster to eclipse the 100-win mark on the year. The other 2, you got Ron, who's still in 2nd place, 130 wins for Ron there in 1st place. Everyone's trailing him. May be tough to catch him at this rate. And that is Douglas there. Picked up 2 wins in that matinee. 2 wins for Douglas there gives him 149 on the year. He's closing in on 150. 150, pretty big milestone. 150, 200, 250. So perhaps Douglas here in this performance will eclipse that mark. A pretty strong milestone for him, and heck of an accomplishment here, defending his singles title from last year, looking to be well on his way to back-to-back singles championships here to begin his highlight career at Magic City. So those are the top three we said there. Bueno, 3 wins. He had El Barba was the other guy. He got 2 wins, and then Douglas there, 2 wins. So those are how the 7 were dispersed amongst the highlight players here in the matinee. So a lot of guys still looking for that first win, although it's not to say that these guys didn't play particularly well. Ikeda played well. Bio played probably better than he's been playing a little bit. So yeah, 2 in the money finishes there for Carballo. So a lot of guys still looking for win number 1, although stat sheet not indicative of how well some of them played here. Those earlier games got off to a bit of a slow start, picked up after that doubles games, as really is what happened over the course of these, really beginning since last week when we began this doubles action. Just a whole change in the pace of the program. The play really steps it up a notch once you get to game 5. So we'll see how these early games go here today. In this afternoon performance, we got 9 games for you, 7 singles and 2 doubles games, and with 3 minutes to go before we get into game number 1 here. And as we do before the first game of all of our performances, we have a video that will explain the scoring format. The first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that, of course, is Spectacular 7 scoring.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we're back now, 2 minutes away from the start of game 1. We do have a scratch here in this first game. Only the first 3 games are impacted by the scratch of Fred here today. He is playing in any of his scheduled appearances due to a back injury. Post 1, game 1, scratch Fred, replace him with Cool Fitness. You have 1 more minute to get those waiters in for the Mighty Ocho. And about a minute till we begin this performance. And if you're playing along with Fantasy Jai-Alai here this week at fantasyjai-alai.com, we're up over 160 players, inching closer to that 200 mark that Magic City said they will up the cash prize if we eclipse 200 active players. Back up over 160, so about 10, 15 people, a little over 10 people joined from last week, because we were definitely up over 150, so it's good to see that people are playing again. If you see some names at the bottom of the page that have 0 points, encourage those people to keep playing, get up that cash prize, and it's no risk, completely free to enter each and every week, and you could potentially win cash prizes, so no reason not to. And a lot of highlights still here to go, and a lot of guys still looking to add to their fantasy points. I mean, Osier's got 0 here total, Velo's got 0, Juice with 0, Fred, obviously he's not playing here today, so he's got nothing. Tennessee, 0 points. Anderluck with 0 points. So a lot of guys looking to get on the board in fantasy if you had those guys. Not to worry. 5 more performances here to go on the week. But let's get underway with this Thursday afternoon performance. We are ready to begin game number 1. Game 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin serving at the red at post 1, here's Cool Fitness. He's substituting for Fred. Receiving the blue post 2, Juice. Cool Fitness serves. And we begin game number 1. Nice reverse there by Juice. Good catch by Cool Fitness. Robote comes out. And that's going to sail wide of the court. That's out of play. Point 1. Cool Fitness first up on the board here in our first game. That'll bring the court. White shirt to post 3, CRB. That serve got away from Cool Fitness into the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 3. 3 now serves. Green should have post 4. Here's Vuelo. There's a good serve by CRB and a nice catch from Vuelo at the 12 line. Reverse is going to pass. There's CRB. Clips the sidewall there, sending Vuelo to the outside. Powerful, hard forehand. Catches 3 walls. CRB in position. Not going to get enough to get it up to the front wall. Point 4. 4 now on the board with 1 point. And now Blackshirt to post 5. Here's Diaz. Catch by Diaz off the serve. That reverse clips the side wall. Vuelo cuts it off at the 9 line. Powerful forehand. There's Diaz. Over his head on the left side. Keeps this to the inside. Vuelo tries to pass him. Diaz reaching back, makes the catch. This one high off the front wall. Not going to get past Vuelo either. On the forehand. Slows it up. Looking for the bounce. Diaz runs in, cuts it off. 2 wall. Yeah. That Karam's going to score there for Diaz. He's been throwing it a little more. That one perfectly executed. Point 5. Here now, yellow should have post 6. Assier. Powerful reverse from Assier. Robote comes out. There's Diaz. Plays it high off the front wall back to the inside. Assier running back for it. That one not going to get there. Point 5. Diaz now with 2 points. Here's the pink shirt to post 7, Tennessee. There's Tennessee, goes up the wall, makes a nice catch. On the left side, Diaz missed it there, middle of the court. Point 7. And in now to receive, rounding out the first round of play, here comes the purple shirt to post 8, El Barba. In and out of the cesta it goes. Point 7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Juice. Reverse to the inside. There's Tennessee. Makes a nice catch. Passes Juice. Goes for it at first. Backpedals. Gets the Robote up off the front wall. There's Tennessee now on the outside. Looking for the placement shot with 3 walls. That's going to score. 3-wall play for Tennessee. Into the screen. Scores there. Gives him now 4 points. Here's post 1 returning. Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness. Hard forehand to the inside. Good scoop there by Tennessee. Goes high off the front wall with that forehand. Pass is cool. Left side, Robote at the 8 line. Goes to the outside. There's Tennessee. Catches it low. Goes for that 3-wall play again. This one's not going to cut out as far. Cool Fitness is there to make the Robote save back to the inside. Tennessee crashing into that sidewall. Gets a forehand Robote save. There's Cool Fitness up at the 5 line. Powers it. Tennessee's got it. Gets the reverse off, but too hard, too high. Catching the overhead screen out of play. Good point played by these two. Point 1. Cool Fitness now 3 points. Returning here CRB. Post 3. And that's an undersert. Got to get those serves between the 4 and 7. That one came up short, point 3. Whoa, backed up. Forehand cut off by CRB at the 9 line. He goes deep, tries to pass him. Whoa, all the way back at the back wall there, making that catch on the left side. Here's CRB. Runner to the inside. Volo, powerful reverse. Robote clips the side wall, sending Volo to the outside. Powerful. Forehand cut off again by CRB at the 9 line, but that reverse getting it away from him into the overhead screen. Point 4. Back to receive, here's Asier, post 6. Point 4. Gives Wello here a possible game point. He's got 5 points in this game. And to stop him, Blackshirt to post 5, we have Diaz. At reverse clips the side wall. Wello up at the 7 line. Tried to go for the Dejada. Think that came out a little higher than he wanted. Diaz with time to run under it. But that's going to sail out of play. Point and game. Green shirt of post 4, Vuelo. 7 places. That's Tennessee. He'll take second. We got a playoff for third place. Show point, post 1. Cool Fitness will serve to post 3, CRB. Cool Fitness. That serve gets away from him. 3 will show. Unofficial order of finish there for game 1. 4-7-3. 4-7-3. We'll get the official result coming up in just a moment. So that first game perhaps left a little bit to be desired. I think certainly left a little bit to be desired. There are a couple serves. Lost control of those. Some reverses in the overhead screen. Some drop balls right to him. But 8 more games to go here in this program. Going to get better here throughout, we hope. How about those prices? We got the official result there. 4-7-3. Post 4. Vlelo with the win. Post 7. That's Tennessee taking second. And post 3, CRB coming in third. 4-7-3 is the official order of finish for that first game. The $2 Quinella there, 4-7. Returns $44 even. How about the $2 try? 4-7-3, the top 3 finishers in the exact order of finish. Returns $278.40. The $1 exacta there. $1 exacta, 4-7, top 2 finishers in the exact order, $29.20. And let's move along. Game 2. Take another crack at it. Game 2, another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be going back up to 7 points. Points doubling. After all those matchups in the first round of play, you see a lot of those similar names coming up here in game number 2. You got Jedden coming in post 7 for Tennessee. I mean, I think that's the only difference in terms of personnel in this game too, but outside of that, standard wagering available. You got win, play, show, Quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagers. But you do have a couple more minutes to get those wagers in for that high five, which begins in game number 3. Post time for our second game is now just 6 minutes away.
I would say my biggest motivation, definitely not to be the worst. I definitely don't want to be the worst out there, so every time I get out there, I try to be better than that person I'm playing with or against. When I go out there, I don't really care what they're doing. I just want to be better than them. Yeah, that'd be my major motivation right there. I'd hope to accomplish just to place higher than I did last year or the year before that. Top 5. In this new 2020 season, I plan on just executing my shots a lot better to score the point and finish it as quickly as possible, and just continue practicing as much as I can. Just practice, practice, practice.
And Vuolo in the win column here this week, only the 4th guy to find that win column. And for him, that's win number 29 this year. He passes Bradley, who's in a tie, so he's now in a solo 12th place overall. 29 wins for him this year to go along with 27 places and 30 shows in a injury, illness-riddled season there for Vuolo. If he can stay on the court, play his style of Jai-Alai, he's been getting better when he's had a couple weeks to actually play back-to-back, but it's kind of on and off for him. Hard to get into any sort of rhythm, but good play there for Vuolo in those earlier games. Gets the win, first win of the week for him. And we now have 5 minutes till we get into game number 2. We do have a scratch here. Post 2, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. Game 2, post 2, scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. And for those new fans that are also joining us here for the first time, we got a video here that explains in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play. Congratulations to this week's Fantasy Jai-Alai winners, Top Remen, Big Bad Doni, and Ballo Corp. These 3 teams narrowly outlasted the rest of the field after scoring 126 points with the roster of singles players Douglas, El Barba, and CRB, and doubles pairing Carballo and Diaz. The winning teams had to wait until the final game of the week to clinch the W, ultimately finishing in a tie atop the standings in the most tightly contested fantasy race of the season. These teams were willing to splurge the $10 to draft the most expensive singles player, Douglas, who responded by compiling a balanced yet impressive stat line of 4 wins, 3 places, and 5 shows for a 41-point fantasy output. The Wonder Boy ranked second amongst the entire roster in Week 24, only to be outdone by the man who seemingly can't be stopped, El Barba. At $6, this selection proved to be a difference maker as 77 stayed red hot and dominant throughout the early singles games with his cool, calm, and collected style of play. In the end, El Barba finished with a roster-leading mark of 6 victories and 14 in-the-money finishes, which added up to 50 fantasy points for the week. At a $6 price tag, the Beard outscored 5 higher or equally priced Pelotaris, including Douglas at $10, Ron at $9, and Carballo and Ikeda at $6. With just $5 left and 2 selections to go, the winning entries decided to dip into the pot for the least expensive players and chose CRB at $2. The former Canes wide receiver showed many signs that he's starting to come into his own as a Jai-Alai player, building up his improved play to the tune of 1 1 win, 3 places, and 3 shows for a 20-point fantasy output. Those $2 picks can end up being pretty valuable, so don't sleep on them, as CRB outscored 8 higher or equally priced Pelotaris, including Ben at $6 and Kubala and Tennessee at $5. With just $3 remaining to select a doubles pairing, the winning teams chose the familiar duo of Carballo and Diaz. They picked up right where they left off to begin the second doubles tournament of the Doubles Championship Series, finding the win column 3 times for a crucial 15 fantasy points. Carballo and Diaz finished as the 4th highest scoring doubles pair overall, but most importantly, they did just enough to put these 3 teams over the top. Top Remen, Big Bad Donny, and Ballo Corp will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt plus a share of the $150 cash prize. It's important to note that cash prizes will remain unlocked for the duration of the season as long as there are 150 or more active teams in the league. And it doesn't end there. If the league reaches 200 members, the weekly prize money will increase to $200. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just sign up for free at fantasyhighlight.com, pick your players, and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel. The more people who play, the more money to be won, so please help us spread the word. And remember, every week is a brand new chance to update your team and win. You can find more details regarding the Fantasy League on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
And you saw the Fantasy Jai-Alai review there. Congratulations again to last week's 3 winners. All of you will be getting $50 in a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt, but that takes us right up to the start of game number 2 here. And we got Asier in the red shirt of post 1 serving to CRB in blue of post 2. Now we begin with an underserve, point 2. Two first up on the board here in this second game that'll bring to the court. White shirt of post 3, here's Juice. Hits by Juice off the serve. That reverse clips the sidewall. Robote 2-wall. Lands just out. Good idea. Just a little wide. Point 3. And now green shirt of post 4. Here's Cool Fitness. That's an overserve. Point 4. Cool Fitness now with 1 point. Here's the black shirt of post 5. We have Vuelo. Well, slows it down with that forehand. It's cut off by Cool Fitness. Robote up at the 8 line. Point 4. Cool Fitness now at 2 points. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Diaz. There's a good serve by Cool Fitness. Diaz winds at the costado, keeps it inside. Cool's got that low with a good catch at the 7 line. Powers that forehand to the inside. Robote comes out. There's Diaz. Cool Fitness charging up. That reverse gets away from him. Sails into the screen there. That's out of play. Point 6.
I want to fucking punt something.
And receive. Pink shirt to post 7. Here's Jen. Oh, that one's a little long, too. That's an overserve. Point 7. In to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Here's El Barba. El Barba keeps this one to the inside, where it is missed. Point 8. All right, that'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points at the end of the game. Back to receive. Here's Asier, post 1. Serve missed by Asier. Point 8. 3 points now for El Barba. Returning, here's the blue shirt of post 2, substituting for Fred. We have CRB. CRB is going to pass on this reverse. El Barba digs it out at the 9 line, keeping it to the inside. CRB, runner back inside. Missed by El Barba first time around. It's going to score, point 2. Two now, 3 points. Returning, here's Juice, post 3. Catch by Juice off the serve. Hard reverse inside. CRB goes around him. In and out of the cesta it goes. Point 3. Here's post 5. Wello. Juice has got that at the 9 line. That's a powerful cortada that scores. That one just above the pad. Point 3. That gives Juice here a possible game point with 5 points. And to stop him, green shirt to post 4. Cool Fitness. That 2-wall from Cool Fitness. Not cutting out, but it does score. Point 4. Cool Fitness now 4 points. Here's Diaz, post 6. Robote's out there at the 8 line. Cool plays that to the outside. Caught by Diaz. Gonna pass on the forehand. Cool's gonna get to the outside. Diving save back to the inside. Diaz trying to get there. He does. Good speed at the 11. Gets this reverse off. In and out of the cesta it goes there for Cool Fitness. Point 6. Diaz now 3 points. Here's Jedden, post 7. Jedden keeps his forehand inside. Diaz. That one just in and out of the cesta it goes. Point 7. Jedden now 3 points. Here's Asier returning. Post 1. It's a nice reverse there from Asier. Jedden sets up middle of the court. Powers it to the inside. Possible game point for Jedden. And to stop him, here's El Barba, post 8. El Barba, forehand to the inside. Stopped by Jedden on a good catch. He comes over the top with that forehand. El Barba's going to let it pass. Dead bounce off the back wall. That's going to score for the win. Point in game. Pink shirt to post 7, Jedden. No playoff here. 3's going to place. 4 shows. Unofficial order of finish for game number 2, 7-3-4. 7-3 and 4. Official results will be coming up here in just a moment. All right, the result there, Game 2, now official. Post 7, Jedden with the win. Post 3, Juice taking second. Post 4, Cool Fitness coming in third. 7-3-4 is official for Game 2. That's in the past. We'll give you those prices, and we're moving ahead here to Game 3. $2 quinella, 3-7, $49 even. 50-cent trifecta there. No one had the $2 price. So 50-cent try, 7-3-4, $342.90. And if you like the win price, I get that it's the 7, but Jedden one of the favorites. $13.60 for Jedden. Off of $2, you'll take that. All right, we got Game 3. Moving into that high five now that begins here as part of this first game. This third game, rather. Sorry about that, folks. Game 3 begins the high five. We got another spectacular 7 singles match. We got Ben coming in here. We got a new face here. Tennessee's in this game. Hoping for a little bit better than what we've seen. Game 3 begins that high five. Correctly pick the winners of games 3 through 7. If you get all those winners correct and you are the only ticket to have that combination, you got $2,000 coming your way at least. Someone hit that for $2,000 in the first performance just a few hours ago. So, this is your opportunity to play that high five before we get into this third game, and you have about 6 more minutes to get those wagers in. We do have one scratch. Sorry, folks. One scratch is part of that high five. It impacts this third game only. Post 2, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Game 3, post 2, you're going to scratch Vuelo, scratch Fred, and replace him with Vuelo. Game 3, post 2, scratch Fred, replace him with Vuelo. Post time, now for game number 3, is just 7 minutes away.
Daily Fantasy Highlight on prizepicks.com. Sign up with the referral code HIGH, that's J-A-I, to get a special first-time deposit match. Just pick over or under. It's as simple as that. There's no salary cap or draft, only the lines. It's Daily Fantasy Sports, simplified at prizepicks.com.
And folks, there you saw a little advertisement there for Prize Picks. And we have Fantasy Highlight run by the Highlight Channel, but something else you might want to dip your feet into is that daily fantasy highlight that has been picked up by Prize Picks. If you're wondering what exactly that is, Prize Picks is one of the major players in daily fantasy sports. It offers a unique fantasy sport platform that is a totally different experience from those weekly fantasy drafts that we have run by the Highlight Channel. Prize Picks allows you to bet on individual players and mix and match amongst a variety of sports every day. Now, for a limited time, they're offering special incentives for Highlight fans for signing up. Just go to prizepicks.com and type HIGH, J-A-I, into the referral code field when you sign up. And if you make a $100 deposit into your betting funds, Prize Picks will match that. Put another $100 directly into your account, just like that. And then here's where it gets even more interesting and how you can win even more cash. If you send us a picture of your computer or phone screen as proof that you use the referral code HIGH at sign up, you will qualify for a double cash prize if you win a week of the Highlight Channel's Fantasy Highlight, either this season in 2020 or next season in 2021. So it's as simple as that. Sign up at prizepicks.com. Use the referral code HIGH, J-A-I, when you sign up. Most importantly, make sure to take a picture of the sign-up page where we can actually see the referral code field with the word HIGH typed in it. That's very important. That's the screen before you click submit to verify that sign-up. Go ahead and send that photo to the email info@thehighlightchannel.com, and that is how you will qualify to get double the cash prize when you win a week of our free-to-play Fantasy Highlight at fantasyhighlight.com. Plus, you get that $100 bonus deposit match and that free entry to get you started on Prize Picks. So it's a win-win. Sign up at Prize Picks. That's Prize, Picks.com today. And each and every day, as Scott was talking about earlier, Daily Fantasy Highlight available on Prize Picks each and every day. We have our performances here. It doesn't include the Dania Highlight player. Someone was asking about that earlier. This is just Magic City at the moment, but perhaps that will expand. Who knows? And we got about 4 minutes till we get into game 3 now. We do have a scratch in this third game that begins the high five. Post 2, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Game 3, post 2, scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. All right, so we got 3 minutes now. Game 3 coming up. Begins the high five. We got something to look forward to in this third game. High five was hit, as we said, $2,000 in that first performance of the day. And crazy enough, I mean, about that, all 8 numbers would have made the high five go. 2,000 across the board there, so some impressive handicapping and a very chalky early performance, I would say. The wins were spread out amongst 3 guys. El Barba in those early games, one of the favorites. Bueno in that middle game also won a late game that was outside of the high five, and then Douglas won the other one, so it's a pretty easy day to pick that high five in particular, perhaps why a lot of those numbers were up there on the board. 6 of 8 in that Mighty Ocho as well. We've seen it fluctuate from 2 to 8 to 7 to 8, the highest we've seen. So 6 of 8 really reflects how chalky that performance was. A lot of those favorites winning, as we said. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here in this afternoon performance. Final reminder of the scratch here in Game 3 as well. Scratch Fred in Post 2, replace him with Vuelo. Post 2, scratch Fred, replace him with Vuelo as the final scratch of this performance. So if you're looking to play that pick 3 or that late pick 3 and you're looking ahead for your wagering, there's nothing that needs to be changed later in this program. The folks want to pick. I agree. Have something to cheer for here, Game 3. Had an interesting conversation with Tennessee. Seems to be a little more motivated. He kind of, looked at his posts here in this performance. He's got 7-7, 5 in the doubles game, and then 7 again. So all of his singles appearances, he's post 7. Doubles, he's in post 5. I think he's just coming out playing a little looser here today. I told him just relax, play some highlight, catch and throw. He got a place already. We're going to go Tennessee post 7, although it's kind of a difficult post position, maybe a long shot. He's been struggling in these early games, but see if he can do it and find the win column. Game 3 coming up, and that high five if you played. Good luck. Game 3 will be a spectacular 7 singles match, going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Beginning in the red shirt of post 1 to serve, we have El Barba, and receiving in the blue of post 2, there is Vuelo. El Barba's serve begins Game 3. Strong reverse there by Vuelo. El Barba. High forehand caught over his head. Vuelo backed up to the 11 line. Long 2-wall, not cutting out. El Barba on the outside, brings it back in. Crossing the sidewall with a great catch by Vuelo. Clips the sidewall, comes out middle of the court. Here's El Barba winding it up. The 2-wall. Yep, that lands in and scores. Terrific first point to begin this third game. Point 1. 1 first up on the board with 1 point. And to receive, white shirt to post 3. Here's Juice. Juice winds it up, clips the sidewall. El Barba with a great pickup on the outside off the quick bounce. 3-wall play. Juice sets up on the outside. He's going to get there. That's going to catch the sidewall. El Barba on the outside. Got it. Cortada. Juice is in position, makes the catch, but that reverse is going to get away from him. Sails wide of the court. Point 1. Al Barber now 2 points. Here's the green shirt to post 4. We have CRB. CRB, that one a little too low. Top of the pad. Part of that pad is still bad. 0.1. Black shirt to post 5 and to receive. Here's Cool Fitness. Strong reverse there from Cool Fitness. El Barba lays it up back to the inside. Big bouncer. Just trickling out of the cesta of Cool Fitness there. Had it for a second. 0.1. Here's the yellow shirt. Post 6. Acier. .1. 5 straight points for El Barba to open up this third game. Here's the pink shirt to post 7. Tennessee. Tennessee's got the serve there, 9 line. His reverse. Comes out for the Robote. El Barba ran out of space there. Not going to get it to the front wall. 0.7. Tennessee on the board with 1 point. In to receive now. Rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Ben. Tennessee's going to let this one pass. Robote left side. Clips the side wall, sending Ben outside. He missed it on the forehand. 0.7. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. Returning post 2, here's Vuelo. High bouncing serve brought in by Vuelo. Strong reverse fouls. That's caught by Tennessee. Vuelo, his Robote played to the inside. Tennessee going to crash into the wall. Hangs on, gets the reverse off. Here's Vuelo now. There's that soft forehand again. Oh, that took a magic. Ooh, Tennessee hangs with it after a Magic City bounce, and he deserves it. Had the view right here. That was coming well inside of where Tennessee was. Great adjustment to dig it out. Clips the front wall to score. Nicely done there from Tennessee. 0.7. 4 points now. White shirt to post 3 returns. Here's Juice. Juice, middle of the court. Caught by Tennessee. Good adjustment. His forehand back inside. Juice with a nice catch. Slows it down with that soft forehand. Tennessee on a knee. Gets up. Gets it off. That works. Here's Juice. Playing it back inside. Tennessee's going to let this one pass. Forehand Robote. That's going to clip. Juice running in. He's got it on the left side. This reverse is going to pass Tennessee. Looking to dig another one out. He does. Juice up at the 5 line. Slows it down with that forehand again. Still not working. There's Tennessee running under it again. Forehand by Juice. Played to the middle of the court. Tennessee was there. He got it. Gets it off again. Not looking. Here's Juice. Powerful reverse. Robote's coming out. Does he got another one? He does. There's Juice on the outside where that is missed. Best point of the day by far. Great play by these two. 0.7. That gives Tennessee possible game point. In to stop him. Post 4, CRB. Tennessee waits for the Robote. Clips the sidewall once more. CRB on a hop, brings it in. Over the top, his forehand. Tennessee brought down, right side. Comes over the top. CRB trying to cut it off. He does. He's up at the 6 line. Goes deep with that one. Robote once more. He's got another one. Middle of the court. Great pickup by CRB. Narrowly above the pad. That low runner's going to score and keep this game alive. Point 4. Returning, here's the black shirt to post 5, Cool Fitness. CRB, middle of the court. Runner inside. That one juggled. Yes, it's a good call. It's a good call by Manuel. He does that frequently. Point 4. Back to receive, post 6. Here's Asier. Point 4. Possible. Oh, not possible. This is game point. CRB, he's got 6. El Barber returns with 5 points. Game point here. And that's an overserve. Going to give El Barba point in game. Red shirt to post 1. El Barba. Got a playoff for second and third here. Post 7. That's Tennessee will serve to CRB. CRB, good catch on the left side. Keeps this inside. There's Tennessee. Robote shooting out. CRB digs it out on the forehand. Backed up beyond the 10 line. Keeps this to the inside. CRB, another good pickup on the left side. Left side's going to pass. Tennessee winding up. Plays this back middle of the court. CRB again on that left side. Reverse. Gets away from him. 4 will place and 7 shows. Unofficial order finish for game 3, 1-4-7. 1-4-7. Official results will be coming up here in just a moment. And results of Game 3 are now official. Post 1, El Barba with the win. Post 4, CRB takes second. Post 7, Tennessee coming in third. 1-4-7. Now official for game number 3. We wait for those prices here to roll across your screen any moment. One to win. Tell you what, El Barba, you take what the defense gives you there. You'll take back your 5.5 times your money there. 2 to win 11 off El Barba in the one post in that game. Take that to the bank any day of the week. The $2 Canelo 1-4, $14. The $2 trifecta 1-4-7 returns $197.20. Up next, we got Game 4. A lot of new faces here in Game 4. A lot of new faces. Really a true middle game here. This fourth game will be another spectacular 7 singles match, going up to 7. Points doubling after all those matchups here in the first round of play. Game 4 also begins that early pick 3. Yeah, we got 2 pick 3s now. We got an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early one begins here, games 4 through 6. Got to get those wagers in before the start of this fourth one. In post time is now just 6 minutes away.
I really got the name El Barba from Coach JR. You know, like the first day I came into practice, he was like, "Oh, La Barbas." You know, he called me the beard. And, you know, it kind of just stuck. The most frustrating aspect of highlight for me probably would be anticipation. Because the ball's going so fast, you don't have time to wait to see where the ball's going to be thrown. It's frustrating, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm playing a sport for money. Okay, my goal is to go out there, win every point, as soon as I step on the court, win the game, and call that game a day. You know, that's it.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, I sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field. If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated.
You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, there was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle, about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City now just a few years ago. And if you'd like to watch that for yourself, you can head over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the highlight tab there at the top of the page, the first button says Magic City Hustle. You click on that, it will take you directly to the website. Or another way you can do it, just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. But either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can then make a purchase of that film for $5, and from there you can enjoy it as many times as you like. Game number 4. True middle game coming up. A lot of new faces here. Begins just 3 minutes. Got a couple more minutes to get those wagers in for. That early pick 3 encompasses games 4 through 6. Correctly pick the winners of those games. Your chance to cash in. Nice little bonus payout as part of that pick 3. You got 2 more minutes to get those in. No scratches through the rest of the performance there. Fred not playing in any doubles today. So we are scratch free through the end of this performance here today. And something that we like to do here while we got a couple minutes so we get into game number 4. At least I like it. I hope the fans at home enjoy it. Taking a look at the player analytics for Fantasy Highlight this week. The ownership percentage of each player. Let's go down the line. Interesting here this week. El Barba, 45. We'll call it 46%, 45.93. 46% of people are taking El Barba. He was up from $1 last week, $6 last week, $7 this week. It pretty much about double the amount of people took him, a little under double the amount of people. But last week he was right at around 28% of the entries, 27%, so a little under 2 times the amount of people. They said we saw the way he played in those early games, and I don't know if anyone could beat him there. So El Barba, top guy here this week. Second and third, no surprise here. You got the big guns. Douglas, 30% of his entries. Ron, 29% of entries. Bueno next, 23%. And then rounding out the top 5, you have CRB. People were liking what they saw from CRB. Brent led him onto the truck nicely. Very nice of him. We thank him for that he's back here and he's healthy. He's playing some highlight and playing some of the best of his career. And remember, CRB, only his second year playing compared to a lot of these guys. Majority of them have been playing for 3 years, so a year behind, hanging in there in these early games, getting a little bit better, showing some good stuff here already this week for CRB. one place and 2 shows, 3 in the money finishes, so pretty good as a $2 value.
All right, game time.
And on the flip side there, looking at CRB and Ben, Juice, Cool Fitness, Diaz, and Kubal were the bottom 5 in terms of fantasy usage this week. Game 4, 0 minutes. Let's get into the action. This will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We're going up to 7, all points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. Serving in the red of post 1, here's Anderluck. Receiving in the blue of post 2, we have Bradley. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here. In this 4th game, that'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3. Here's Jedden. Jedden could pick up on the right side. Forehand to the middle of the court. Tipped by Anderluck. Point 3. Here comes green shirt to post 4. Number 22, Bueno. Bueno's reverse to the inside. Jedden waits for the Robote, turns it at the 8 line to the inside, gets by, and scores. Point 3. 2 points now for Jedden. Comes the black shirt to post 5. We have Vuelo. Vuelo goes for the carom. It's going to land just in and scores. Point 5. 5 now on the board, 1 point. He'd receive yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Diaz. Vuelo goes up the wall, makes a great catch. Robote comes out. Diaz on his knees, keeps it inside. Stays out of Vuelo's way. He's got it at the 8 line. Powerful reverse again. Diaz on the move. Forehand Robote this time. That hits and scores. Point 6. Here comes the shirt to post 7. Tennessee. Tennessee's got that one. The 10 line. First clips the sidewall. Diaz has got it. Forehand's going to pass Tennessee there. Robote's out. Played to the outside. Diaz just missed it. Point 7. It now rounding out the first round of play. The purple shirt of post 8. Here's El Barba. El Barba slows play down there, goes high off the front wall, brought in by Tennessee. Tennessee does the same, reaching up El Barba. He's got it. Sidearm forehand. Waits for the Robote. Robote 2-all by Tennessee. There's El Barba. Goes back inside, crashing into the side wall. El Barba now plays it back middle of the court. Tennessee winds it up a little wild, sails out of play. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points now through the end of the game. Returning, you're supposed to, Bradley. Point 8. El Barba now 3 points. Returning, here's post 1, Anderluck. Point 8. Possible game point now for El Barba. Straight points to a possible game point. And to stop him, green shirt to post 4. Here's Bueno. Bueno keeps this outside. Here's El Barba now. Forehand back to the inside. Good pickup from Bueno up at the 9 line. Reverse point to the corner of the front wall. Robote comes out. That one clips the side wall. Coming back. Here's Bueno now, middle of the court. Karam scores. Point 4. Bueno on the board with 2 points. Returning white shirt to post 3. Here's Jedden. Bueno scooped it up. Plays that reverse back. Jedden's got it at the 10 line. Going deep. Bueno already backpedaling. He's going to stop there about the 5 line. Turns it hard from the forehand. Jedden leapt, thought about it, waits on the back end. Turns the Robote back inside, and great catch from Bueno. Cutting it off up at the 7. Robote forehand. Laid up. Bueno charging in. Fires a low reverse. It's caught by Jedden. He's got it. 9 line. Going deep again. Comes out. 6 line this time. Jedden hangs with it, plays it back inside. Bueno cuts it off once more. Is up at the 7. Passing again. Robote shoots out. There's Jedden on the outside. Will hit and score. Point 3. Four points now for Jedden. Returning. Here's Wello, post 5. Powerful reverse from Vuelo. Robote out to the 8 line. That's turned hard by Jedden. Robote's out. There's Jedden turning it to the outside. There's Vuelo. Powers it. Gonna catch 3 walls. Jedden set up perfectly in the middle of the court. Turns it back to the inside. Vuelo, foot on the wall, makes the catch. Reverse. Now Jedden on the forehand. Caught by Vuelo. Clips the side wall, taking Jedden outside. Already missed it. Point 5. Vuelo now 3 points. Here's Diaz returning, post 6. Diaz high off the front wall, cut off from Vuelo, up at the 8. Powers at Karam. Sidearm Karam works. Point 5, giving Vuelo now possible game point. To stop him, here's post 7, Tennessee. Tennessee comes over the top. Vuelo, hand on the wall, brings it down at the 10 line. Slows it down with that forehand. Tennessee now looking for the picada. Big bounce. Vuelo thought about it, ran out of space. Not enough to get it up off the front wall. Point 7. Game continues here again. 7 now with 3 points. Here's Bradley, post 2. Bradley on the pickup. Over to sidearm forehand. Caught by Tennessee. Reaching back. Goes deep. Caught the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 2. Bradley on the board with 2 points. He serves Anderlock post 1. Anderlock over the top, his forehand scores. Point 1. Post 8, that's El Barba. He returns with 5 points and a possible game point. point in game. Post 8, El Barba. No playoff here. 5 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order to finish. 8-5-3. Prices will be coming up here in just a moment. Results of game number 4. Now official. Post 8, El Barba with the win. Post 5, that's Vuelo taking second. Post 3, Jeden coming in third. 8-5-3. Now the official order of finish for that 4th game. Wait for those prices to come up here any moment. $2 on El Barba to win there. Post 8 returns $11.80. Wait for yeah, not a lot of people expecting that Quinella. Got some consolations. The Quinella 8 all, 460. Quinella 5 all, 820. So that's 8 with all numbers, 5 with all numbers. Those are the payouts they return off of a $2 bet. The $1 exacta 8.5. $1 returns $86.20. $2 try, 853, 332.40. All right, folks, how about some doubles? You got doubles, you got feature singles. It's the back 9. Forget what happened on the front. Second half of this performance, hopefully we'll be in store for something a little bit better than what we've been seeing. Game 5, 1 of 2 doubles games here in this performance. Still spectacular, 7 scoring. We'll be going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Doubles has been awesome. Awesome. I mean, forget what you saw in those earlier singles games, but the doubles, each and every time they've come out, every game has been exciting. It's been fast-paced. Someone's been dodging death, as Stu says, so strap in. Performance is going to change here. That's a prognostication for you. Mic drop, Robote recap, Game 5 coming up in 5 minutes.
Welcome back to another edition of the Robote Recap. With just 6 weeks remaining in Magic City's 2020 season, the roster leaders were all eager to make a final charge up the singles championship standings, resulting in arguably the best overall play of the year. Douglas closed the door on any speculation that he was losing control of his lead over first place, as he showed flashes of downright dominance in many of his appearances throughout the week. The Wonder Boy rode his power, finesse, and unparalleled catching to 4 wins and 12 in-the-money finishes, the second most amongst the roster in Week 24. That gives Douglas a total of 147 victories for the season, now 17 games ahead of the mainstay in second place, Ron. Number 12 struggled to get going early in the first few performances of the week, but quickly made the right adjustments to get back into the win column on a consistent basis over the weekend. In the end, Ron finished with 5 wins to go along with 2 places and 3 shows. Although he was able to slightly cut into Douglas's lead by 2 games, the pro from the Philippines will need to ramp up the pace to a ridiculous rate over the final weeks if he has any shot of pulling off the miracle comeback. And still hanging on to that third and final bonus money slot is the South Florida legacy, Bueno. Number 22 looked like a completely different player from the previous week, exhibiting a much more consistent level of catching, patience, and shot making that led him to 3 crucial wins. At 87 victories for the season, Bueno was able to extend his lead by 2 games over the 4th place Pelotari, Ben. Number 7 couldn't get into a solid rhythm at any point, as he was only able to capture 1 victory in all of his appearances. However, with 80 wins for the year, he still has a pretty good chance of stealing away 3rd place and getting that $5,000 bonus prize. Of all the standout play showcased throughout Week 24, the Golden Cesta was clinched by El Barba. The Beard has been nearly unbeatable in the early games over the past few weeks, and this past week he reigned supreme over the entire roster in the singles department. Number 77 continued with his more patient and consistent approach on the court, resulting in 6 wins to go along with 14 in-the-money finishes, which he also ranked first in amongst the roster. Over the past 3 weeks, El Barba has won 24 of his 72 singles appearances, a ridiculous clip of over 33%. Perhaps more importantly, with his total mark of 76 wins for the year, he has now played himself right back into the conversation for third place as he sits just 11 wins behind Bueno. It's going to be quite the race now, with 3 players legitimately vying for that last $5,000 prize. Congratulations again to everyone's favorite bearded pelotari on his second Golden Cesta of the 2020 Magic City Jai-Alai season. Magic City kicked off the second doubles tournament of the Doubles Championship Series this past week. The favorite pairing of Douglas and Asier wasted no time making a significant statement that they're going to be the team to beat in this doubles race. Douglas's unparalleled all-around play in the backcourt paired with Asier's impressive defensive performance up in the front resulted in 3 wins, 1 place, and 3 shows. They ended Week 24 tied for first place after an unworldly performance by the duo of Carballo and Diaz. In the case of Carballo and Diaz, their communication was a major key to their success from the first serve to the final whistle. Carballo and Diaz may have only finished in the money 3 times, but they made those victories count. With 3 wins out of the gate, they put themselves in a deadlock for first place. And finally, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the standout doubles play from the duo of Juice and Ron. Even though they didn't get a win in Week 24, this team played by far the most consistent, with Ron's stellar backcourt performance and Juice's fearlessness in the front. They ultimately ended with 2 places and 6 shows. Their 8 in the money finishes ranked first among all the pairings. Look out for Juice and Ron to crack the win column in Week 25, as they've proved they also have what it takes to be a legitimate threat for the doubles crown. It's safe to say that the first week of the doubles tournament did not disappoint, and it's only going to get more intense and competitive with each point played. Make sure to catch every second of Game 5 and Game 7 of doubles action live on the Jai-Alai Channel. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners, Top Bremen, Big Bad Donnie, and Ballo Corp. These winning teams will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt in addition to a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performance in Week 24. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on the winning Week 24 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150 sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. And that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value for the rest of the season. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Robote play goes to number 29, Vuelo. Vuelo's 2020 season has been somewhat of a roller coaster ride, as he's shown fans glimpses of greatness but also battled injury and a lack of consistent focus on the court. Recently, he seems to have taken control of his game again, collecting 3 wins in Week 24, which is the most he's had in a single week since Week 13. Vuelo was feeling confident about his game from the start, as evidenced by this particular point against Ben. Ben powered a low, hard reverse to the inside that came shooting back out for the Robote. Vuelo had little time to react, and in a last-ditch effort, he went for a Hail Mary full extension backwards dive to dig out an incredible Robote save just before the ball took its second bounce. They don't call him the man of flight for nothing. Take a look at this masterpiece by number 29 that earned him this Robote play of the week.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Vuelo.
Oh,
what an effort to make that Robote. That's great.
And folks, the Robote recap from last week brings us right up to the start of game number 5, first of 2 doubles games in this performance. Strap in. This will be a spectacular 7 doubles match Still played up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. Team of Cool Fitness and Ikeda serves. The team of El Barba and Kubala blue post 2. That serve begins game number 1 from Cool Fitness there. Robote comes out, dug out from Ikeda. Into the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 2. 2 firsts up on the board here in this 5th game. They'll bring the court white shirts to post 3. Here's Juice and Ron Ron. It's an overserve. Point 3. Green shirts post 4 to receive, the team of Asier and Douglas. Ron, nice catch here at the 12 line. Reverse, back to the middle of the court. Douglas has got it. Powerful sidearm forehand cut off from Ron at the 10 line. Big reverse. Douglas lets it go. Robote coming out. It's missed up there by Asier. Point 3. Two points for Juice and Ron and receive black shirts at post 5. Here's Bueno and Tennessee. Tennessee on the forehand, goes high off the front wall. Big bouncer. Tries to get over Ron. He can't. Leaping makes the catch. Tennessee now reaching out on the forehand. Comes over the top again. Big bounce. Brought in again by Ron. Robote coming way out. Bueno's up there. Turns that hard up at the 4 line. Robote out again. There's Ron. Playing great defense. Bueno over his head, cutting it off. Reverse a little lower. Ron takes. Sidearm forehand back inside. Tennessee. A lot of changes of motion. Point 3. Yellow shirts post 6, Bradley and Jen. Bradley's got that 111 line, clipping the sidewall off the reverse. Ron's got it. That's a long carom from Bradley. Juice. Ron rather, cutting in front of the front quarter there. There's Bradley again with the long carom. Ron's going to take it. The cortada. Good catch here by Bradley. Tried to go for the soft forehand. That one into the pad. Point 3. Pink shirts post 7. Here's the team of Vlolo and Anderluck. Point 3. And in to receive, rounding out the first round of play, purple shirts, post 8. Here's Diaz and Carballo. Oh, Juice rear back and fired that serve. That's a good one. Still caught by Carballo back there. Here's Ron running in, takes at the 10 line. Diaz has got it up there, clipping the sidewall. Ron on a hop, brings it in. Cortada again. Well, that one took a dead bounce off the sidewall there, scoring point 3. Points are now doubled through the end of the game. But it's also a possible game point for the white team at post 3. They have 6 points. Here's Ikeda and Cool Fitness. Serve just in the back part of that box. Here's Ron. Up at the 8 line. Goes outside on the quick trigger. Cool Fitness brings it in. Juice went for it. Miscommunication by the 3 team. Good run for them. Game's going to continue here. Point 1. Returning here's post 2, El Barba and Kubala. El Barba up at the 7 line, cutting it off. Big reverse. Ikeda calls for Cool Fitness to take it. He does. Cabal in the backcourt. Fires over the top. Ikeda at the 10 line. On a hop, brings it in. El Barba goes back for it. Hits a cesta on it. Hits up off the front wall. Ikeda now. Time fires back inside. Cabal with that catch low. Tries to pass. That one. Robote coming way out. 5 line turn hard by Cool Fitness back to the inside where that will score. Point 1. Four points now for the one team. Returning here, Asier and Douglas, post 4. Douglas powers that forehand. Tipped by Ikeda. That's going to score, point 4. 4 team now on the board, 2 points. Returning, Plano and Tennessee, the black shirts, post 5. Bueno goes for the carom right off the serve. Asier's got it. Great catch by him, and that's going to score. Four now with 4 points. Yellow shirts post 6 return. Here's Bradley and Jedden. Bradley at the 9 line. Goes for the split placement on the carom. Douglas got the speed, gets there on the outside. Soft play back inside over the top. There's Bradley. Powerful forehand. Douglas cutting it off at the 12 line. Here's Bradley. Slows it down with the softer forehand. There's Douglas. Powering that. Reverse. Asier up in the front. Good stop on the left side. Back to the inside. Bradley lets it go. Jedden. Robote save. Sending Douglas outside. Brings it in. Powerful forehand. Bradley missed it first time around. Jedden couldn't get there. Point 4. Straight point second time around 4. 14 gives them possible game point. Here the pink shirts post 7 to stop them. Anderluck and Vuelo. Anderluck's got that serve on the outside. Goes for the carom. That'll... Point 7. Seven now with 2 points. Game continues again here. Purple shirts at post 8 return. Diaz and Carballo. Diaz tried to cut it off in and out of the cesta. It goes, point 7. 7 with 4 points, but returning with possible game point. White shirts, post 3 here, Juice and Ron Ron. Catch by Anderluck, left side at the 10 line. Goes deep, not going to pass Ron Ron. He backs up to the 12, delivers this reverse. Anderluck tried to take it front way. Vuelo missed the Robote. Point in game. White shirts post 3, Juice and Ron Ron. 4 is going to place. We'll have a playoff now for show point. Post 1 will serve to post 7. Analux Karam scores. 7 will show. Unofficial order of finish for Game 5, 3-4-7. 3-4-7. Official results coming up here in just a moment. Whoa, look at those prices there. We got the official result, 3-4-7, post 3. Juice and Ron with the win, post 4. Osir and Douglas taking second, post 7. Vuelo and Anderluck coming in third. The 3 to win. Wow, 50.80 off of $2. Wow, perhaps a bridge jumper there. That's a wild price of $50. Perhaps that, they probably had Osir and Douglas there to win. Or Diaz and Carballo, one of the two favorite teams. Nonetheless, if you had the 3, that's a good payout for you. The $2 Quinella 3-4. Returns $24.80 in that 50-cent trifecta. 50 cent, no one had the $2 combination. 3-4-7. It'll return $259.35. Coming up next, we've got Game 6. Game 6 marks the start of the feature singles games here. Late singles game, feature singles games. Nonetheless, we're getting the best quality the Magic City's got here. Best players coming out. A lot of guys for their first singles appearance of the day. You got Carballo, Kubala, Ikeda, Ron, and Douglas all making their first appearances here today. Post time for Game 6, which closes out that early pick 3. It's now just 6 minutes away.
You're a sportsman, aren't you? Sort of. You like Jai-Alai? I like the way it's spelled. Me too. Yeah, with a J. How'd that get in there?
I can handle your workload without any help. Andy Glam, former J. Crew employee. Dr. Dante Octavarius, seahorse breeder.
Oh, the kid is hot tonight.
He better be. I got him wheeled in the trifecta.
Shunk Dunkirk, incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor? Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. All right, I'm calling it.
I'm trying out a new persona. I'm club owner and Jai-Alai enthusiast, Barry Mexico.
What a fun and lazy character name. Was it your first thought?
You know it. Barry Mexico gets down to business.
And that brings us now to just under 4 minutes so we get into Game 6. You see those will pays for the early pick 3 are up on your screen now. A couple consolations, so don't throw out those tickets just yet. There will be a couple consolations. Looks like the 3 and the 6. So you have Ben and Bueno. Then let's look at the lowest. Yeah, ranging from 420.20 all the way up over $1,000 as those payouts. That's a $1 combination. Perhaps there is the 2 to come in. That would be Bradley. But those will be the payouts there for that early pick 3, which concludes here in game number 6. And to get you all up to the start of that 6th game, for those new fans that are perhaps here joining us for the first time, we got this video that's going to explain in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're 2 minutes from game number 6 now. No scratches. Through the rest of this performance, we got one more wager coming up. Begins before the start of game 7. That's that late pick 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 7 through 9. Works the same as that early pick 3, just encompasses those later games. And we'll see today if someone's still alive for that high 5. Today you got a couple of consolations on the board for that pick 3, which is sometimes indicative of what happens with the high 5, but not necessarily. Let's take a look here. Yeah, game 3 going back, you got Albarba post 1, pretty chalky. Albarba game 4 post 8. Got Juice and Ron, which hadn't won a doubles game, but one of the favorites when you got Ron, any combination, him and whoever. You always got to include them there. So we'll see here. Yeah, game 6, another favorite comes in. Yeah, this could be another day where we got a lot of numbers out there on the board, or could carry over. We'll see here. Game 6 is just about 30 seconds away. And how these late singles games go in that matinee. Well, Douglas won the first 2, had an opportunity for 3 of 3, got knocked out in Bueno. Came back, got the victory, so 2 to Douglas, 1 to Bueno. You got Ron looking for his first win. It's post 4. Could be an interesting time for him, but a lot of these guys, Kubala, Carballo, Ikeda, Ben, Bradley, all looking for their first win here in game number 6. We'll see how the action plays out. Game 6, another spectacular 7 singles match. Playing up to 7 points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving in the red of post 1, here's Carballo. Receiving in the blue of post 2, we have Bradley. Carballo serve begins game 6. Point 1. One first up on the board here in game 6, and I'll bring to the court white shirt of post 3. We have Ben. Ben goes straight to the outside with it. Carballo, high scoop. Brings it back middle of the court on the forehand, where that'll get by to score point 1. Green shirt to post 4 to receive. Here's Ron. Serve missed by Ron. Point 1. Here's the black shirt to post 5, Douglas. Douglas powers that reverse. Carballo just does dig it out, go into the ground. And that scores point 1. Four points for Carballo to begin this 6th game. Here's post 6. Bueno. Robote coming out. Carballo plays it on the right side. Here's Bueno. Good catch at the 10 line. This reverse back inside. Passes Carballo. His forehand on the back end. Forehand Robote, rather. Scores. It's tipped by Bueno, point 1. Picture to post 7. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda keeps this one middle of the court. Carballo winds up the costado. Stays directly in the middle of the court there. Good catch, 8 line. Plays it back inside. Robote comes out. Ikeda played it on the right side. Carballo cutting it off at the 9 line. Not going to pass. Ikeda flips it, takes it on the right side. Keeps it inside. Carballo goes back. Just does get enough on it, but Ikeda's up there. Tuck it in the air. That's a Dejada. Point 7. In-out receive rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Kubala. Ikeda backs up, turns the forehand Robote. It's going to pass Kubala. He gets Robote off of his own. There's Ikeda cutting it off up at the 8 line. This one is coming out again. High off the front wall, Ikeda takes it on the right side with a foot on the wall, powers it back to the inside where it will score. Point 7. That'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are 2 points now through the end of the game. Returning blue shirt to post 2, here's Bradley. Reverse clips the side wall. Taking Ikeda outside. Robote 2-wall. Shot of the day right there for Ikeda. Point 7. Four points for Ikeda now. Returning, here's Ben. Post 3. Ikeda hangs with that, gets it up off the front wall. Slow roller, Ben handles it nicely. Right off the side wall, Ikeda pulls it from there. Powers the reverse, Robote comes out. Ikeda cutting it off up in the front court. 6 line, powerful forehand. Ben, great scoop, 9 line. Played back middle of the court. Ikeda got it, takes a look, fires it back inside. Ben with another great scoop. Goes straight to the outside with it. Ikeda with a good pickup. Comes back over the top. This one crossing the side wall. Ben hangs with it. Powerful reverse. Robote coming way out. Up at the 7. There's Ikeda. Makes the save. One more scoop for Ben. Ikeda missed the scoop. Diving Robote save. What an effort. Catches the top of the pad. Well played point. Played by Ben and Ikeda. Point 3. Ben on the board with 2 points now. Returning post 4. Here's Ron. Point 3. Returning, here's the black shirt at post 5, Douglas. Douglas pulls that one from the sidewall. Great catch off the serve. Ben got caught in the air. It's going to get by the score, point 5. Bueno returns, yellow shirt at post 6. Douglas diving back. Forehand Robote up off the front wall. Bueno now on a hop, brings it in. And Douglas powers that Robote back to the inside. Bueno's there, cutting it off. Douglas again goes high off the front wall. Bueno, this time, tipped it. 0.5. Douglas now with 4 points, but returning with possible game point. Red shirt to post 1. Here's Carballo. Carballo on the forehand. Straight over the top. Douglas, good catch. Left side. Robote forehand. It's going to stay to the inside. Douglas now. Not switching it up. Carballo running back for the Robote save. Forehand back inside. Douglas, that clips the sidewall. Carballo's there. Sidearm carom. Not cutting out. Douglas, powerful. Cortada, one hand. He had it for a second. Whoa. .5. That gives Douglas now possible game point. Purples are to post 8. In to stop him. Here's Kubala. Douglas turns that hard. Forehand Robote is going to score for the win. Point in game. Post 5. Douglas. One will place. We'll have a playoff here for show point. Third place, post 7. That's Ikeda. Will serve to Ben, post 3. Robote forehand turned by Ikeda. Catches the overhead screen. 3 will show. Unofficial order to finish for Game 6, 5-1-3. 5-1 and 3. We'll get the official result here coming up in just a moment. And results of that 6 game now official. Post 5, Douglas with the win. Post 1, that's Carballo taking second. Post 3, Ben comes in third. 5-1-3 is now official. For that 6 game, to wait for those prices. There they are. Start with the pick 3. 8-3-5. 3 of 3 numbers. Returns 420-20. A $2 try. 5-1-3. 123.80. The $2 Quinella, 1-5, 18.40. The exacta 5-1 returns $16 even. Moving on into game number 7. Game 7's the second doubles game of the day here, so you're not going to want to miss this one. We'll run through those double standings that are getting particularly close now. Every team on the board with at least a win. Very interesting stuff. As we said, the most balanced doubles tournament yet. Standings certainly do reflect that. Game 7, spectacular 7 doubles match. Also begins that late pick 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 7 through 9 to cash in on that late pick 3. It also closes out the high 5. We'll see here in a moment if anybody is still alive. If Scott will need to turn around on the highway, make a U-turn, and come back here to Magic City and print out another fresh 2,000. Post time for Game 7. Second doubles game is now just 7 minutes away.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the off-season practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want, and I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again, but we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And Douglas coming out to a hot start here in week number 25. That's already his third win in 4 games. The only other game he played in for singles, he placed. So all top 2 finishes for Douglas this week. Been dominant from the start. Seems to be back to his old ways. And with that win there, opens the lead back up to 20 games atop the championship singles standings. And a big milestone for Douglas there, win number 150. Win number 150 in singles play here this season. I'm sure with his doubles wins from that first doubles tournament on, he has up over 200 victories this season in total, but singles 150, 20-game lead over Ron, looking to cash in on that $15,000 bonus. Is Douglas for finishing in first in the singles championship standings. Ron still second there, 130, 20 games as we said. Bueno at 90 wins. Ben and El Barba now. Another good day for El Barba there. 4 total wins for him this week. 4 wins. Nothing else on the board. El Barba win or bust here, but he's doing a lot of winning. Win number 80 on the year for him now. Tied with Ben, so 4th place in a deadlock. 10 games behind Bueno in 3rd. Shaping up to be a very interesting finish to the season there with singles for that 3rd and final bonus money slot there. And taking a look at the double standings here as well. Overall stats. And granted, a lot of these teams have been through about 13 games. Cool Fitness and Ikeda also have a couple less games. Cool Fitness scratched the weekend this past week, so they have, looks about 4 less games, but 3 wins for Asier and Douglas, 2 places, 4 shows. Diaz and Carballo, they have 3 wins. El Barba and Kubala, 2 wins, 4 places. Tennessee and Bueno in Tennessee, 2 wins and 3 places. Cool Fitness and Ikeda, they got 1 win in a place. CRB and Ben, 1 win in 2 places. Jedden and Bradley, 1 win a place and a show. Vo and Anderlecht, they got on the board 1 time, found the win column, no places for them. And then Juice and Ron there getting the win in game number 5. They were the last doubles team that needed to win for everyone to get in the win column. And they're in the money percentage in this tournament. Juice and Ron, Asier and Douglas, they are tied. 9 total in the money finishes for both of those teams. That percentage pretty incredible here to begin this second doubles tournament, which will run through the end of the season here. As we said, 10,000 split amongst the first place team, 5,000 split amongst that second place team. And those 2 that were tied coming into the day, Asier and Douglas and Diaz and Carballo, have gotten nothing thus far, which makes those standings awfully interesting here in just the second week of this doubles tournament. And we were so busy looking at those standings there, forgot to mention that high 5. Yeah, we got a couple numbers still alive. How about that? Public. Great day for the public. Shout out to the public there. Wagering, been on point. 3 numbers could make that high 5 go. 1, 4, 5. Taking a look. The 1 team, Vlelo and Anderlecht, just said that team, only 3 in the money finishes. 1 win for them, but a team that could turn it on and off. You don't know what you're going to get with them day in, day out. Point in, point out, really, here today. Got the 4 team, Juice and Ron. No surprise there. And then Asier and Douglas. So it's Ron, Douglas, and their partners. And then that 1 team, Vlelo and Anderlecht. If none of those numbers come in, that high 5 will carry over into tomorrow's performance. So we'll be back 2 more tomorrow. Doubleheader. 12 noon, 4 p.m. Back here, same time, same place, same announcer. Stu still enjoying his pina colada on the beach. That 7th game now coming up in less than a minute. And with that, folks, we're ready to get into the action. Game number 7 will be a spectacular 7 doubles match, final doubles match of the day here. Going up to 7 points, points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin, serving in the red of post 1, the team of Lello and Interluck. Receiving the blue post 2, there's CRB and Ben. Oh, serve gets this game 7 underway. Robote 2-all. Caught by CRB right at the boundary. No communication. That one will drop and score. Point 2. Blue team on the board. Post 2 with 1 point. In receive white shirts post 3. Here's Bradley and Jedden. CRB cutting it off up at the 7 line. This reverse taken by Bradley. Long carom. CRB let it go. Came out for the Robote. Thought it may hit there. Came out all the way, but he wasn't expecting that. Point 3. Three now on the board. Serving the green shirts post 4. Here's Juice and Ron Ron. Juice just does get out of the way. There's Ron Ron. Powerful reverse. Bradley calls for Jedden to take it. He does. Up in the middle of the court now. There's Ron Ron going way deep. Blasts that reverse. Jedden turns it to the outside, where it's tipped by Ron Ron. Point 3. Black shirts post 5 into receive. Saucier and Douglas. Douglas reaching out, makes the catch on the left side. Bradley thought about it, lets it go. And a swing and a miss from Jedden, point 5. The 5 team on the board. In comes a yellow shirt, post 6. Here's Cool Fitness and Ikeda. Ikeda long 2-wall. That's not cutting out. Douglas is going to get there on the outside. Over the top. Looking for a big bounce. Ikeda brings it in on a hop. Goes for the carom again. Saucier on the outside. He's got it. Soft play on that forehand. Cool Fitness up at the front court. Makes the catch. Low runner. Got by Douglas first time around. Diving Robote save. Played to the middle of the court. Here's Ikeda. Again, there's Douglas reaching out. Goes for that sharp cut carom. Ikeda makes the catch up in the front court. Don't know who's playing what position, but Douglas is there. Gets it back to the inside. Ikeda missed it. Cool Fitness had his backup and dropped it. in and out of the cesta. Wow. Yeah, no shortage of excitement on that point. Point 5. Two points now. Black shirts to post 5. Here's Diaz and Carballo. Pink shirts to post 7. Carballo winds it up. Costado de Jada. Wow. That shot scores. Point 7. 7 on the board and receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirts post 8. Here's El Barba and Kubala. There's El Barba cutting it off. 2-all. Diaz makes a catch on the right side. Plays it back. Kubala calls for it. Just does take it. Big bouncer brought down on a hop from Carballo. Sidearm Karam. El Barba was there. In and out of the cesta it goes. Point 7. That'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points to the end of the game. Returning red shirts. Post 1. Here's Vuelo and Anderluck. Point 7. Ben and CRB return. Ben powers that reverse. Carballo making a nice catch at the 13 line. Clips the sidewall, comes middle of the court. There's Ben. Long Karam. Going to get by Diaz. Carballo held onto that netting. Made the catch. Can't hold on to it. Loss of point. Point 2.
I can't, bro. I can't.
3 points now. Blue shirts post 2. Returning, here's Juice and Ron Ron. Ben reaching up over his head. Great catch. Fires his forehand back to the inside. Ben again leaping. He's got it. This time goes outside with it. Not outside enough. Ron Ron was there. Had it. Fallen out of the cesta. Point 2. Giving the blue team a possible game point. That's CRB and Ben in to stop him. Jedden and Bradley. White shirts to post 3. That's an overserve. Flew just beyond 7 line there. Point 3. Returning yellow shirts post 6. Cool Fitness and Ikeda. Bradley long 2-all. Ikeda let it go. Thought Ikeda was back there. And he wasn't. Point 3. Possible game point. White shirts post 3. That's Jedden and Bradley. And to stop them, Asir and Douglas. Bradley just does get out of the way. Jedden gonna get it just in. Unbelievable Robote save. There's Bradley. Missed it again. Jedden got the backup. That one they're going to say tipped was first time around. Point 5. We continue again. 4 points for the black shirts post 5. Returning, here's El Barba and Kubala. Kubala winds up the 2-wall. Asier, what a catch. Cortada back inside. Kubala runs under it. That's great hustle. Gets it back. Douglas at the 11. Powers that reverse. Comes out low. Kubala got that just above the ground. Here's Douglas now charging in. Fires that. What a catch by Kubala. Goes high off the front wall. Picata, the big bounce. Gets over Douglas to score. And a dab. Yes. Point 8. 8 on the board with 2 points. Red shirts post 1 return Vlelo and Anderluck. Analog looking for the Picata. Big bounce. Well, that one's going to be tipped, though, crossing the side wall from Kubala. From Anderluck, rather. Point 1. 1 on the board with their first 2 points of this game. Post 7 returns with 4. Anderluck high and hard off the front wall. Catch from Carballo. His reverse. Clips the side wall. To the middle of the court, there's Anderluck. Carballo. Anderluck's reverse stays just under that overhead screen. Soft play on the 2-wall. Vlelo's got it. Powers it back. Point 1. Green shirts post 4 return, Juice and Ron. Anderluck, another good catch. It's beyond the 11, delivers his reverse back. Here's Ron. Powerful left side. Anderluck's going to try to pass. There's Ron backing up to the 13, making the catch. Delivers the reverse. There's Anderluck again on the left side. Ron comes charging in. Low runner. Vlelo steps up. In and out of the cesta it goes. Point 4. Four on the board, but returning with possible game point. Blue shirts post to Ben in CRB. Good hard serve from Juice. There's Ben. That's a huge reverse. Ron calls for Juice to take it. The 2-wall is going to sail wide of the court. That is point and game. Blue shirts a post 2. CRB and Ben. 3 places. Taking second, that's Jedden and Bradley. We'll have a 3-way playoff now to determine third place. That show to begin post 5 will serve post 7. Diaz cuts it off, fakes it, keeps it to the inside. Douglas, good catch. Robote comes way out. There's Diaz. Plays it to the inside. Asier lets it go. Douglas, middle of the court. Forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Point 5. Possible show point. Now the 7's been eliminated. Possible show point for Asier and Douglas. To stop him, Vlelo and Anderluck. Anderluck running in. Up at the 7. That's a carom. Asier got it again on the outside. There's Vlelo cutting it off in the front court. Powerful reverse back. There's Douglas. No problem at the 12 line. And Vlelo tipped it. 5 will show. Unofficial order finish for Game 7, 2-3-5. 2-3-5. We'll get the official results coming up in just a moment. Results there, Game 7, final doubles game of the day, now official. Post 2, CRB and Ben with the win. Post 3, that's Jen and Bradley taking second. Post 5, Osir and Douglas coming third, 2-3-5. It's now official for game number 7. We'll get those results coming up here, those prices, in just a moment. I can tell you one price for sure, that high 5 is going to carry over. Yep, 4 of 5 numbers, 18352. 4 of 5 numbers returns 8480. Have a little bit of a carryover headed into tomorrow's performance. 50-cent trifecta, 235, 266, 35. Oh, the bridge jumper was back. Oh, wow. 2 to win. Returns 8140. Congratulations, you took the 2 to win. Wow. The $1 Quinella. 2-3, 62.20. The $1 exacta 2-3. Not a lot of people having these combinations. $1 returns 123.70. Eight is that first number in the win column. Wow. Bridge jumper is out there and active today. Wow. Okay, game 7 is done. Doubles is done. We got games 8 and 9. Final 2 of the day. We got a spectacular 7 singles match, game 8. Spectacular 9 coming up in game number 9. 8 first going up to 7 points. You know the drill by now. Points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. Post time for game 8, which closes out that mighty Ocho, is now just 6 minutes away.
What I'm hoping to accomplish in the 2020 season is to come in top 3 again, both in singles and in doubles. My game plan going into 2020 season is to be as meticulous as possible. I have to find a way to find little subtle things about each and every person on the roster that I can exploit to my advantage. And I can say that because they have to do the same thing. I feel like I got the ability to do it. I've definitely put in the work. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean success, but that's what I'm going to strive for. So that is the goal, and I think that's everybody's goal because everybody wants to, get in the bonus money. And it is kind of like something to hang your hat on, to be able to say that, hey, I was able to be, a top 3 in singles or a top 3 in doubles. So that's definitely something that I strive for.
Outside placement from Poole. Asier goes back for the Robote, diving, and that's a 2-ball, and lands just in. That will score.
Goes in from the 4 line. Outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a Robote save on the left side. Stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful Robote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save. Just lobbed it up under his arm. Robote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Robote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic Robote thrown by Carballo. Ben, diving save, it's up, it's in, it's scored. That's why you never give up.
Big left side takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable Robote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5 line. Willow, that's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And folks, again, those were the top 10 Robotes from last season here at Magic City Jai-Alai, bringing us right up to the start of game number 8. Game 8, another spectacular 7 singles match, final one of the day, going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Here, serving in the red of post 1, we have Anderlecht. Receiving in the blue post 2, here's Carballo. Anderlecht serve begins game number 8. Anderlecht over his head. 9 line, powerful forehand. Carballo charging in. He's got it on the left side. Robote, middle of the court. Carballo lets it go first time around, makes the save on the back end. Here's Anderlecht, side arm carom. Scores. Powerful carom. Point 1. 1 first up on the board. In this 8th game, that'll bring to the court white shirt to post 3. Here's Ben. Anderlecht leaping, makes a great catch on the right side. There's Ben with a good pickup. 11 line, powers this reverse. This one's going to pass. Robote, forehand. Anderlecht's going to keep that inside. Ben cracks the carom. Anderlecht not getting there. Point 3. In now, green shirt to post 4, Jedden. Jedden comes over the top with the forehand. Ben right along that sidewall, pulls it nicely. Jedden all the way up to the outside, turns that Robote to score. Point 4. Black shirt to post 5 into receive. We have Ron. That one an underserve. Came up short of the 4 line. Point 5. Here's post 6, the yellow shirt, Douglas. Robote 2-wall. Controlled with the soft touch, lands in to score. Point 5. Pink shirt to post 7. Here to receive, we have Ikaden for this matchup. Ikeda wasting no time, goes for the carom right away. Ron stops it. Cortada. What a catch by Ikeda. Hangs with it, gets it off in one motion. Ron powers it back inside, and that one's tipped. Will score 0.5. Ball at the 12 line. Reverse stays inside. Ron clips the side wall. Gets out of the way. Kubala. What a catch on that quick bounce. And that one missed by Ron. 0.8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 2 returning Carballo. Carballo inside. What a catch by Kubala right as it crossed the side wall. He was there. Carballo powers that to the inside. That scoop in and out of the cesta it goes. 0.2. Carballo on the board. Returning. Here's post 1. Anderluck with 1 point. Robote forehand gets it off. There's Anderluck going over his head to make the catch. Outside placement, not outside enough. Carballo back to the inside where that will score. 0.2. Returning white shirt to post 3, Ben. Served by Carballo, takes Ben all the way beyond the 13. Big reverse, Carballo, backpedaling hard, gets it off. There's Ben, stays on his feet. Slipped, kind of juggled, held it. 0.2. That gives Carballo a possible game point. He's got 6 points now. And to stop him, here's Jedden, post 4. Carballo up at the 8 line, powers that forehand inside. Jen's going to wait for the Robote, digs it out. That's going to hit in. Carballo winds at the costado, powers it inside. That one tipped and scores for the win. Point in game. Blue shirt to post 2, Carballo. 5's going to place, taking second. That's Ron. The remaining teams will pair off and play off for show. That's third place. To begin, post 8 serves post 1.
I saw it the whole way pretty much.
Ball lets it pass. Robote left side. Clips the side wall. Takes Anderluck middle of the court. Looking for a 3-wall play. Not going outside enough. Turns the 2-wall Robote. Anderluck on the outside. The cortada. Scores. 0.1. 1 will advance to the show point playoff. Post 3 now serves to post 4. The winner will take on Anderluck for show. Point 4. 1 will now serve to 4. This is show point. Jedden goes high off the front wall with that forehand. Robote right side. Anderluck lays it up off the front wall. Jedden goes around him. That's a carom. Beautiful carom, Jedden. 4 gets the show. Unofficial order of finish for game number 8, 2, 5, 4. 2, 5, and 4. We'll get those official results coming up momentarily. Results of Game 8 now official. Post 2, Carballo with the win. Picks up his first of the week. Taking second, Post 5, Ron coming in third. Post 4, Jedden. 2, 5, 4. Now official for that 8th game. Those prices will be up here in just a moment. Kind of sensed Carballo the way he was playing. Those earlier games been all over the board. 2 places and 1 show for him. So he's really close. He's just knocking on the door to getting the win. Gets it done there in game number 8 on at the 2 post. 4 in the money finishes for him. 13 fantasy points already. Pretty good Thursday to start off if you have Carballo in fantasy or if you're Carballo himself. Let's look at those prices. $2 Quinella, 2.5. Returns $11.80. The $2 trifecta, 254. Top 3 finishers in the exact order, $543.20. And how about that mighty Ocho? 471 835 22. 5 of 8 numbers returns $14.80. So 6 of 8 numbers in that matinee. 5 of 8 numbers here in the afternoon. And that carryover in the Ocho up over $16.25. We got one more game in this performance. The finale, that Superfecta 9-point singles match. Spectacular 9 scoring, playing up to 9 points, points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Not many rule differences. We're going up to 9 points as opposed to 7. But to clear up any other rule changes, well, your post time is now just 6 minutes away to clear up any other differences in the rules between 7 and 9 point games. Well, we're going to get Carballo first, and then you're going to see a spectacular 9 scoring. Cool.
My goal going into this season is probably just playing a little bit more calmer, and also another thing I want to work on is not beating myself. You know, just do simple better. You know, just catch the ball, throw the ball one more time than my opponent, and don't make any unforced errors. I mean, I have a mantra that I tell myself all the time where, you know, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Honestly, my favorite thing about Jai-Alai is just the speed of the sport. My intensity, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about 2,000.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And we're back here now, 4 minutes. 3 minutes, actually, from the start of game number 9 here. And see some questions forwarded to us from the Jai-Alai Channel asking about those game-worn jerseys that are now available for purchase. I'll let you know there if you go to MagicCityCasino.com. That's Magic City's website. Top bar there, the rightmost tab says Shop. You're going to click on that button, and then you're going to see there all the Magic City gear. You scroll down, player worn jersey, post 1, player worn jersey, post 7. Those are the two options that Scott said were available. And again, you can access that through Magic City Casino's website under the Shop tab. You just click on it. It takes you right there. Kind of the same way you can access Magic City Hustle. Not in the Highlight tab, but the same route you got to take to get there. All available on Magic City Casino's website. And also it was posted by somebody in the chat section of Fantasy Highlight. So if you're playing along with Fantasy Highlight, there's a link. I believe that'll take you... Oh, there's actually a picture. Oh, no, there's a link there. Yeah, the link will take you right there. So thank you to George Quinn there, posted that link up in the fantasy chat, but it is also available through Magic City's website if you are looking for those. I know Andre's getting out there early, but say we got a confirmed purchase before this one, so people already hopping on those jerseys. That was a request there. Someone asked about it in the fantasy chat. People have been asking about him maybe for years now. Finally available up on the website. Game-worn jerseys, post 1. You got the red shirt, post 7, the pink shirt. As Scott said, there's different opportunities. You can choose your players. Yeah. All player game-worn jerseys, name on the back, number on the back, the whole 9 yards. You get those. You can access that, as we said, through Magic City Casino's website. And in addition to all the game-worn jerseys there, it's an interesting little section here. Yeah, you got the shop section, you got some High-Life shorts, sweatshirts, Live the High Life t-shirts, athletic shorts, the black polo is available. I don't know if there's any other colors. It specifically says black on here, so I got the blue one. I may be on here after work today. But yeah, check it out. A lot of good gear here. Magic City, you get all those colors. If you're like every member of my family, including myself, and you need to buy that Fantasy Highlight shirt because you certainly not going to win a week, those are also up there and available on the website there under really the top ones there. Yeah, orange, red, blue, and white Magic City Casino Highlight shirts. But enough about the shopping and the gear. Let's get into the action. Final game of the day here, game number 9. Superfecta 9-point singles match. We're going up to 9 points. And all points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Serving in the red at post 1, we have Douglas. And receiving the blue at post 2, there's Ron. Douglas's serve there begins game 9. Douglas powers that Robote. Ron winding up. Coast out to the inside. Knocked down by Douglas there, point 2. 2 first up on the board. That'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3, Ben. Ron fakes it, goes back to the inside. Ben hangs with it, not going to get there, point 2. 2 straight points for Ron to open up this 9th game. The green shirt to post 4. Here's Anderluck. Anderluck keeps this inside. Ron's got it at the 8 line. Robote forehand from Anderluck. Slow bouncer comes to Ron. That's a hard forehand inside. That'll score. Point 2. Black shirt to post 5 and receive. Here's Carballo. Robote by Ron. That's a 2-wall. Carballo stops it just before it gets that side netting. And that return will score 0.5. Five on the board, 1 point. Yellow shirt to post 6 in to receive. Here's Bueno. Robote forehand played middle of the court. Bueno in and out of the cesta it goes, 0.5. Pink shirt to post 7. Here's Ikeda. One cut off at the 7 line. There's Carballo. That one goes outside. Ikeda. It's a cesta on it. Plays it to the inside where that'll score. 0.7. And in to receive here, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Kubala. Reverse stays just under the overhead screen. Ikeda stops at the 6 line. That one again just under. Kubala lays it up off the front wall, backpedaling. He takes it now. Ikeda's backed up to the 9 line. Back to the inside. Pick up by Kubala. Here's Ikeda now at the 8 line. Going deep again. Robote comes out. Robote forehand. Laid up. Ikeda's going to pick this one up. Hard back inside. One-handed effort. Gets by to score 0.7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points at the end of the game. Remember, this game's going up to 9 points, not 7. Returning, here's post 1, Douglas. Powerful reverse from Douglas. Robote out. Ikeda does make the save. Thought about it. It's going to wait for the Robote to come out. Corner of the front wall. Ikeda made the play, but not able to get the throw off. 0.1. Douglas on the board with his first 2 points of this 9th game. Returning, we have Ben. Douglas flicks this reverse, passes Ben. Robote forehand. Just does clear the overhead screen. Douglas now backed up, 11 line. Long carom. Scores. One now, 4 points. Here's Anderluck, post 4. Douglas 8 line, powers that one inside. Anderluck, good pickup. Keeps it back inside. Douglas pulling it off the side wall, going deep. Anderluck backpedaling. Forehand Robote, not going to get there, 0.1. Douglas with 6 points returning. Here's Ron. Post 2 with 3 points. Ron gets it up. Corner of the front wall. Douglas stays there on the outside. Cortada stopped by Ron. Robote's going to come shooting out. There's Douglas playing it to the middle of the court. Ron tipped Missed the scoop attempt, point 1. Straight point second time around for Douglas to a possible game point. To stop him, here's Bueno, post 6. Douglas on the forehand. Powers that one inside to score for the win. Point in game. Red shirt to post 1, Douglas. 1 wins it. 2 places, taking second. That's Ron. Of a playoff now for show and quad points. 3rd and 4th place. Post 5, Carballo serves. Post 7, Ikeda. Outside placement scores. 7 will show. 5 takes the quad. Unofficial order of finish for Game 9, 1-2, 7-5. 1-2, 7, and 5. We'll get those official results coming up in just a moment. And results of game number 9, the finale here on this Thursday. It's now official. Taking first, post 1, that's Douglas. Coming in second, post 2, Ron. Taking third, post 7, Ikeda. And finishing in 4th, quad point, post 5, Carballo. 1-2, 7-5, now official for game 9. As those prices are up on your screen. The $2 quinella, the stimulus quinella there. Yep, 1-2. Everyone had it. Congratulations. Douglas Ron, 980. Like to see everyone get the win. That's nice. $1 pick 3, $1. 221, 3 of 3 numbers, 232.80. The 10-cent super, 1275 returns 2065. Douglas to win, 740. 1 post. Not the worst win price we've seen here today. The $2 try, 127. That one low also, 57.20. But those low payouts mean a lot of people are cashing those tickets, and Stu say always a good thing. Well, folks, an interesting performance here. Got through the full 18 games. Lost it a little bit in the beginning part of that Thursday performance. Got it back a little bit after that doubles game. But still, 2/3 of the week here to go. We got 6 total performances. Those are only 2 of them. First performance of the week. Tough to get out to a good start for some guys. Come out slow historically. But expect a little better play here coming up. Tomorrow, when we'll be back, as we said, 2 more sessions, 12 noon and 4 p.m. Same times tomorrow. And then Saturday, we're back at 4. Sunday, we're back at 12 noon. And if you want to keep watching some highlight, I think Dania will be going here. Dania Highlight, starting on the Highlight Channel. Starting to stream those games live through the Highlight Channel. You can just back out and access their games beginning at 7 p.m. on this Thursday. And folks, that will do it for this Thursday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon, and we invite you to join us again when we'll be back here tomorrow when we'll be playing 9 more action-packed games at 12 noon. And we sure hope that you enjoyed today's Highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel on YouTube and let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comments section. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us again at 12 noon tomorrow. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Have a good night, everyone.